Hey everyone, I wanted to make a quick video on what I consider to be essential settings for Google Classroom to keep it well organized for your students. And it is very important that you do these before you actually start adding things to your classroom. Now, if you have already started adding things and you did not do these, we can simply make a copy of that classroom and set up the settings before you make the different materials live. But again, if that's something you did and you want help with that, let me know. But here's what I recommend. You're going to go into the classroom, or you're going to go right up top to the top right hand corner where it says create. Okay. If you're creating for the first time, you can watch my video on that, but you would click on this plus symbol, create a class, follow the directions. Okay. I've got my practice classroom already set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in here. Now, if I want, like if this is my practice classroom, okay, and I've got everything here, all right, what I want to do is I want to come right up top to the top right-hand corner to the little cog wheel. These are my settings. So I'm going to click here. Now, if I want, underneath the title of my class, if I want it to say period 2, I'm not going to put it here for class description. That's not going to show up in the actual title. I'm going to cut that and I'm going to paste it into the section. This is where I want it to say what period it is. And it's actually going to show up just below the title. So it gives you, so if you have multiple classes, like I have multiple psychology classes, then in the section I would put the period, and it helps me to see that when I'm trying to figure out which class I'm working in. All right, we want to keep scrolling down. Now here's where it's going to get really important. Right here on the stream, I highly recommend only teachers can post or comment. If you want students to be able to comment on a thread, you can do that by assigning a question in Classroom, but you really, in my opinion, don't want students being able to comment on the stream. The stream is purely for announcements, so only teachers can post or comment is my strong recommendation. My other very strong recommendation is classwork on the stream. What I want you to do, if you want to, but I really recommend that you hide notifications. That means that things that you're posting for the students to do will stay only in classwork and not clog up the stream, which gets very confusing for students, parents, for counselors, anyone that's trying to help the student. It's going to be very confusing. We want to send students to the classwork tab to find their assignments, not the stream. The stream is going to be purely for announcements, like, watch GVTV today. Things that you want to put up that you can easily take down, but nothing that you're actually assigning. So I would recommend that you put hide notifications. You can show deleted items if you want. Only you as a teacher are going to be able to see anything that you delete. I keep that off because I figure if I'm deleting it, I don't need to see it again. Guardian summaries, okay, I have those turned on because I like to send Guardian summaries, so that's fine. This, you can set a Google Meet code for your class, totally fine. However, right, I think it's easier sometimes to schedule it when you want it scheduled rather than just have one that you can constantly meet on. So what I do is I set it up so that it's there, but then I do not make it visible to students unless I want it to be visible to them. And you can always change the setting by toggling this on and off. So I keep it off unless I need them to be able to go into Google Meet using our Classroom Meet code. All right. Then grading down here, this is completely up to how you are going to be using Google Classroom. You can do total points or you can do weighted categories. I highly recommend that you do whatever matches your gradebook in Infinite Campus, and then you can add your categories down here. I do like to show the overall grade to students, so you'd have to choose one or the other. Let's just choose total points so we can toggle that on or toggle that off, but I do like students to be able to see what their overall grade is. The most important thing is that you want to hit save. Okay, so those are my recommendations. You can see here period 2 showed up. As I add things in a classwork, they are not going to show up here. The only thing that's going to show up here in the stream are going to be any announcements that I make.